Narrate this story using a deep male cinematic horror storytelling voice. Speak slowly with natural pauses and emotional realism. The tone should feel dark, suspenseful, mysterious, and immersive, as if the narrator is remembering a terrifying real experience. Increase tension during scary moments and slightly whisper during supernatural scenes. Maintain realistic human emotion and avoid robotic delivery. Use dramatic pacing suitable for a long YouTube horror story video. I never believed in ghosts. I believed every strange sound had a logical explanation. Every shadow had a source. But that belief ended the night I moved into apartment 307, because some places don't follow the rules of reality, and sometimes rules exist only to keep you alive. My name is Daniel, and 3 months ago I lost everything: my job, my savings, and almost my hope. So when I found a cheap apartment downtown, I didn't ask questions. The building was old, the walls were cracked, lights flickered constantly, and the hallway felt unnaturally silent. The landlord handed me the keys and quietly said, "Follow the rules." Inside the apartment, I found a paper taped to the wall. Rules for your safety. Do not open the door after 11 p.m. Ignore footsteps from the ceiling. Do not look twice into the bathroom mirror. Leave immediately if lights turn red. Never answer when someone calls your name at night. I laughed, thinking it was a joke. That night at exactly 11:23 p.m., knock, knock, knock. A voice whispered outside my door. "Daniel, open the door." My heart froze. No one knew my name. The knocking became violent. Bang, bang, bang. The door shook as if something heavy wanted to come inside. When the sound finally stopped, I checked the peephole. The hallway was empty, but deep scratches covered the door. The next night, footsteps echoed above my ceiling. Slow, dragging steps, even though the apartment above was empty. They stopped directly above my bed. Then a loud thud shook the ceiling. I stayed silent. Days later, while brushing my teeth, I saw someone standing behind me in the mirror. Tall, motionless. I turned around. Nothing. When I looked back, it was closer, its head tilted unnaturally, watching me. I ran out of the bathroom, hearing breathing behind me that was not mine. At 2 a.m., every light suddenly turned red. I remembered the rule and ran toward the door, but in the hallway stood something too tall to be human. Its arms dragged along the floor as it slowly turned toward me. I slammed the door shut. The lights returned to normal. The landlord later told me the truth. Years ago, someone performed a ritual inside apartment 307. Something answered, and it never left. I moved out the next morning, but sometimes, late at night, I still hear knocking, waiting, hoping that one day I open the door, end narration slowly with a quiet, haunting tone.